Hello, back to Irish Football Fan TV. It's myself, Paul Nealon. I'm here to give you the match preview. It's me by myself, so do excuse if it might be a bit short. It's just because I've had Wi-Fi issues and no one wants to meet up in person to do a match preview, unfortunately. So you're stuck with me for this match preview. I'm only going to make it about 10 minutes. I'm going to have a couple of clips from the press conference yesterday with Stephen Kenny and James McLean, and just them talking about the game, and obviously Kenny talking about his job and McLean talking about making his 100th cap and captaining Ireland as well, and what it would mean to him as well. So I suppose the details are the game is kicking off at 7:45 tonight in the Aviva Stadium. It's on RTE. And it's in the Euro 2024 qualifying campaign. That looks like it's already over. But anyway, Matt Doherty has been suspended following his red card against Greece, as we know. But Stephen Kenny has no other injury concerns, and James McLean will make his 100th cap, captaining the side. Kenny also said that he was going to make a number of changes from the Greece defeat, with the tight turnaround in between the two fixtures. So I think if you're looking at that, I think I don't know where he's gonna, like. I could see Obafemi coming in. I could see Mark Sykes coming in. But other than that, and maybe Dara O'Shea. But I don't see, other than that, what you could really change that would really change the dynamic of the team, unless he's going to change the shape of the team. It'd be interesting to see how we go with that. And I think maybe a 4-3-3 might be more exciting, you know. But then again, like, we can see the goals to the likes of Latvia and stuff like that in friendlies and other teams that aren't so good. So we have to just make sure that we don't concede, and if we do concede, that we dominate after that and we win like convincingly, because it's gonna be, I think tonight will be the night. If things aren't going well at all, I think it could be a case of Kenny. He may go this week if that is the case. And I know a lot of people are on my case saying, "Oh, you don't show any objectivity towards Kenny or whatever." I just don't see the point till after the games are both played. Like there's no point in hammering him and then he goes out and Ireland win 5-1 tonight. We will be addressing the situation on the manager after the two games, so we will have that as well. At the moment, I just don't see where the progress is going. But I'm not going to go into the whole thing now. I will go into it at a later stage. But Kenny, he went in to his press con talking about his contract and stuff like that. So you can see that here.
Obviously, the result in Greece has led to kind of renewed speculation around you. Do you expect to be in charge for the rest of the campaign and any potential playoff?
Yeah, no, I definitely do. I mean, I think the contract is up till the end of the campaign, and whether it be renewed or not will depend on how people feel the campaign went overall. But certainly I fully expect to be, we want a positive result tomorrow. That's firmly what I'm focused on.
Is anything other than a win tomorrow unthinkable?
In terms of World Cup qualification, or in terms of European Championship qualification, yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, and then he went on to talk about qualification. You can also hear that here.
Stephen, Gus Poyet spoke before the game on Friday about teams like Ireland and Greece needing to be realistic when in a group like this with France and Netherlands. So realistically, do you believe Ireland can finish in the top two in this group?
Yes, I do. Obviously it'd have been a lot easier if we'd have won on Friday and we made life difficult ourselves, so we're just going to have to get some exceptional results now between now and the end of the season. And France, I think, will win the group. I think that's pretty clear. And Greece have to play Holland twice, and we've got to play Holland twice, and we've got to play Greece in Dublin. So there's a lot of football still to be played. And so I said that at the time of the draw, there was 4 teams capable of qualifying. I said that, I was consistent saying that. And so they've all got to play each other. So we've got to take this set back on the chin and bounce back and get a victory tomorrow and take it from there.
So there you go. Stephen Kenny, he's still defiant of the fact that we can still finish in the top 3. Convinced that Greece have to play Netherlands twice, us in Dublin, and then the other games as well. But I think he's just really just trying to defend himself. Really, it makes sense, but I still think it's a bit of a spoof in my own opinion. But anyway, James McLean then was asked about what 100 caps means to him, so you can hear what he has to say here.
Congratulations, and what will that mean to you?
Oh, look, they get 100 caps and join an illustrious club would obviously be pretty special. The calibre of players that's on that list, they hopefully join them. Would be pretty special, not just for myself but for my family and for everyone who's played a part in making that happen. So yeah, if that's the case, then obviously it's one that I certainly enjoy.
And when you think back on the journey that you've had, what makes you proud as to like what you've overcome and the kind of personal achievements in doing this?
Representing Ireland, just being able to do that once is pretty special. That's never had the fact how proud I am to be Irish. They've given the opportunity to step on a football pitch and be able to affect games and represent the country. I would say that's always going to be probably the proudest part of it all.
So there you go. And then Stephen Kenny also came out and said that McLean would be captain, and that John Egan has happily given up the captaincy just for this occasion. It's a great day for McLean's family, so I'll play that clip as well and you can hear that here.
Who's captain? Is James captain?
Captain for tomorrow. Yeah, James will claim captain of the team tomorrow. I think John Egan obviously is captain in Shane's absence, and John has been a great captain, but in discussions with John, he's fully supportive of James being captain tomorrow, and it's a special day for James' family. Obviously, I gave James his league debut when he was a teenager, and to see him get 100 caps now would be very special.
So then finally we just have the stats of the teams. So yeah, Ireland have won all 4 of their matches against Gibraltar by an aggregate score of 14-0, with all games coming in European Championship qualifiers. This is the 3rd consecutive European Championship qualifying campaign to see the Republic and Gibraltar face off. The boys in green scored 11 goals against them in Euro 2016 qualifying, but only netted 3 times against them in Euro 2020 qualifying. Republic of Ireland lost their first home European qualifier of this campaign against France, but haven't lost consecutive home qualifiers since May 1971, losing to Italy and Austria. So there's a nice little stat for you. Gibraltar have lost all 41 matches they played in qualifying rounds for a major tournament, conceding 186 goals and scoring just 12 in these games. Only once have they conceded just 1 goal in a match, with that coming against, of course, us. I think that was Callum Robinson or Didsey scored in that game in March 2019. Oh no, I'll tell you, that was the Jeff Hendrick goal away from home. Yeah, Republic of Ireland have only scored 15 goals in the last 18 home qualifying matches since beating Gibraltar 7-0 in October 2014. They've scored more than once in just 2 of these 18 games, but haven't netted more than twice in any of them. Gibraltar faced 112 shots in their 3 qualifying matches for Euro 2024 so far, an average of 37 per game. So seems as though we have to get out here and just a convincing win, like the Qatar game, just a convincing win, and get Ferguson on the score sheet, get a hat-trick, get a bit of a buzz going, because otherwise it's just going to be calling for Stephen Kenny's head the whole time. It's as simple as that. I just think it's easy for me to sit here and go, oh yeah, go out there and bash them or whatever. I'm not out there on the pitch, and the players, that's what they're there to do. Like it's up to them to do that. But it's in my opinion, we just have to go out and be professional and get a professional victory in this game. And yeah, I haven't got much more else to say on this Gibraltar game, to be honest with you. It's just been a disastrous international window after the camp and after the time together. You would have expected a better performance. I just watched an interview there with Matt Doherty off the ball, and he was saying like there was no excuse for the lackluster display that we showed. He said it wasn't the heat because it wasn't that warm. He also blamed the referee, and I did think the referee was quite atrocious on the night, which I understand, but we can't be blaming referees for us losing. Otherwise we'll go into a terrible kind of mindset of blaming referees every time we lose. But I do think we we just need to go out there, be convincing tonight. And look, I hope James McLean has a great 100th cap. It'd be nice to see him get on the score sheet, maybe. And yeah, I just think it's just, yeah, it's frustrating having to just not even wonder if we can beat Gibraltar. That's how much we've slid down. And we're going through a really bad kind of transition. Like, you look at Northern Ireland had their really good patch. Wales had their really, really good patch. And now Scotland are probably going through their really, really good patch. Whereas we've just kind of just been stumbling along since 2017, since the channel started, really. We've just kind of stumbled along and gotten results. And so that's like 6 years gone by. We've just stumbled along. And we don't look like in games where we think we look like we're getting better. And then we go to play the next game, and then we get turned over, and you're just like, well, so where's the progress? Because you need to put together a run of wins and a run of games unbeaten. But we end up, after every big result, we're always one result away from a really, really bad result, like a Luxembourg or an Azerbaijan or Armenia. After a good, I know. Look, we lost against Portugal, we lost against France. Really, really good performances. But no wins in those really big performances. And Kenny needs one of those games to go from. And I'm just not sure that if things keep going the way they're going, that he's going to have a chance to do that. And look, his record, I know in the press conference yesterday, they called it shambolic, and he got, I suppose, defiant in his response. And look, it's about time he kind of stood up for himself. I felt I was in the room there when it happened, but just sometimes I just sometimes wish that he wasn't doing the media and somebody else was, someone who was a bit more kind of a character, like Mick McCarthy used to just bat those questions away like they were nothing. And I know, look, he's been in and around the Premier League, he's been in and around questions like that, so he's used to, I suppose, batting them off. Maybe Stephen not so much, in terms of a lot of his media has been League of Ireland related, so he wouldn't get asked as tough of questions normally. But if he was in England, that question that was asked yesterday would be a fairly standard kind of question. Maybe asked a little bit better, a bit more respectful, but in terms of where he was actually making the point, it's like the record isn't great. Why? Like, when are we going to start seeing? I suppose the end. He said the end product. Again, I can clip that.
Stephen, how do you think you're doing as Irish manager?
I'm not going to sit here and do a full press conference on an assessment of my period or in charge or anything like that. I'm here really to prepare for tomorrow, the game against Gibraltar, the big game for us. And I said to you, like, obviously I'm disappointed that we lost against Greece, but we got to bounce back against Gibraltar, and we're firmly sure we can do that, and we'll take that into September.
Well, you did say there earlier, you said you believe in the players. We're 3 years down the road, so you still believe in the players after 3 years. So,
well, it's not. I mean, players have come in that period. Like, a lot of players have come in the last year.
yeah.
You can't. They're not all. Can't say
When we
everything.
get to the point where you're saying there, we have the team. This is the team I want. We're going to play the way I want. Because we've been hearing a lot of stuff for the last 3 years, and none of us come through. The record's shambolic.
Yeah.
We've been out of every campaign that you've started. This one is hanging by a thread.
Yeah, we're in the World Cup campaign, and then we're in the Euro campaign. Like,
Philip, be respectful with your question. Just be respectful with your question.
When are we going to see the end product?
yeah, no, it's about time we had a bit of respect from you, to be honest. I lack respect at times at press conferences. It shouldn't be tolerated. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, it's absolutely terrible at times.
Paul, what do you think of the players?
The players. I think the players get back from the possible white
Do you
line.
believe in the players?
Do you get where?
To take this country in the major tournaments going forward, do you believe in these players that were capable of doing that?
I think we are, yeah. I think the players are capable of doing that. And congratulations on your 100th cap.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's I'm kind of going on in a whole lot of nothing here, really, because I'm just, my head's a bit fried with results and stuff like that, and the campaign. Yeah, look, it's still a lot of football to be played, but it's hard to see us getting back amongst it. But then again, as the book there behind me. We've gone through groups like the Euros, when we've been down and out and came back and beat Germany and got big results. The Wales game where McLean, funny enough, scored. So the team is capable of results, but they haven't put together those types of results in a long time. And I know we've berated Martin O'Neill in the past. Everybody has in terms of the football, but he did get results, and with largely not a great squad. He did have some good leaders in there, but towards the end of his time, I remember we were starting with Daryl Murphy up front and still getting a win away from home in Wales. So I know a lot at the end of that campaign was really, really bad under O'Neill, but I'm just saying that he did actually provide some big results, whereas Stephen has yet to do that. So that's all I'm saying. But anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are you going to the game? What score do you think it'll be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll speak to you all soon. Come on, you boys in green.